What's up? My name is Doug, the Bearded Outdoorsman. Welcome to another video. If you enjoy beard product reviews, gear reviews, EDC videos, then you have definitely come to the right channel. Today, we're taking a look at a belt from We the People Holsters. So stay tuned to the intro. Alright guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be taking a look at the Independence belt from We the People Holsters. Now this is the leather belt. We did an unboxing of this video, or of this belt. I'll put a card up top, you can check it out. First impression, I've been wearing this belt now for just at a month, maybe a touch over a month. Absolutely love it. So I'm gonna give you some details. I do have some issues with this belt. We're gonna discuss that at the end, but this belt will run you $109. It is sized, so when you go to order, you pick your size. Now my suggestion would be, whatever your pant size is, go up one size just to be safe. It is measured from this first hole in the belt. It's measured from there to right here. So I would take your belt size or your pant size and go up one size just to give you a little bit of that. Now I went up 2 sizes and I've been wearing in the middle hole and in this hole. So if that gives you any idea, I wouldn't want you to order it and have to use this one. And then if you eat a big meal or gain a little bit of weight, you can't use your belt. So that would be my suggestion. They do have a satisfaction guarantee, which means that if you order it and it comes in and it's the wrong size, within 30 days you can send it back and they'll send you another size. That actually happened with me. I am part of the We the People Elite. What that means is they send me cool gear, apparel, holsters, and belts to test out, unbox, open, use, and come back and give you guys a review of it. This belt is gonna run right at, it's 1.5 inches wide. It is very thick. You can see this. It is 100% full grain leather with reinforced heavy duty nylon. Now this is a very rigid leather belt. I've never seen a leather belt that can do this even after a month of wear, and there's no wear marks on this. It is actual like high quality. I love this belt. It is very rigid, but it's not so rigid that it cuts into you. Let's see what else I've got here. Hey, are you enjoying this video? If you are, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Make sure to hit subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, make sure you do that. Lifetime warranty, 100% full grain leather, reinforced with heavy duty scuba nylon. Works with all We the People holsters. Now I brought a couple out here from my outside the waistband. Works with that. I'm gonna put them on and show you in just a minute, but works with the outside the waistband. Your inside the waistband clips on. Because this belt's so thick, it does take a minute to get it on there, but works with that. And then the Independence holster itself, which is also leather, works with that as well. So you have a standard buckle, but a heavy duty buckle. This is a larger buckle. So you have that, goes in there. And really the only outside branding on this belt is gonna be on your loop for your excess belt to feed through. Your branding on the inside, nobody's gonna see that but you. So that's the young thing people are gonna see. Unlike the other gun belts that We the People have, this one is basically dress ready. I mean, you could wear this with your shirt tucked in, out on the town, and nobody would know that you had a firearm unless they saw that and knew what that meant. So it's pretty small, so that part's not really a big game changer for me. It's a really good belt. I like it. Made in the USA, and I just like We the People. So like I said, I do have an issue with this belt. My biggest issue with this belt is just the width of this section right here. I do have some pants that the front 2 belt loops are pretty close together. So it makes this kind of squeeze in, and it makes my pants kind of squeeze out. So that's my biggest con with this belt. Otherwise, everything is perfect. I love this belt and what it has done for me over the past roughly month. And so I'm fixing to put it on and show you these holsters and how you can get these holsters on and off and the ease of these holsters. Now, I did already do a video on the Independence holster, but I did it for my Glock 23. This is my newest holster. This is on for the 27, and it is smaller, but I do recommend you get. Now this holster will work for my 27. I mean my 23. However, the barrel is going to stick out, so I don't recommend that. Make sure to get a holster that is made for that particular model of whatever firearm you have. It's just going to make it fit better, and it's going to look better, and all of that kind of stuff. So this holster, if we haven't already mentioned, it does have the leather strap here that goes around your belt and snaps on. And surprisingly, even though that looks like it won't, it will fit this belt right here. So yes, this one has an automatic little bit, not much, but a little bit of a cant to it, just because of the way it is. Now your other ones you can adjust, so you can adjust any kind of cant you want on these, both the inside waistband and the outside the waistband holsters from We the People. So I'm fixing to jump over and cut this camera off and readjust and put this belt on. And then I will show you, I'm not gonna have to show you how to put this belt on because it is a very common style belt. So I don't have to show you how to put it on, but I'm gonna come back and show you how to put these holsters on and how they all work with this holster, or with this belt. So stay tuned for just a minute. Okay, so now with the Independence holster, the way I like to put this holster on is I like to go ahead and get it through this loop here and then feed my belt through and then come in, kind of secure it a little bit there, and then take this, go over. It's hard to do when you can't see what you're doing, but pull that over, and it is a newer holster. So, and then that's on, and then come to the front, get where you want, and boom, you've got your holster. It's not going anywhere. It is pretty secure, and really like how secure that is. It's not sliding or anything like that. This is still a really stiff holster. I haven't spent much time with this one, so you can see how tight that is and how stiff that holster is. So there you go. That is the Independence holster on the Independence belt. So now let's swap over and get a different holster. So all you have to do, unsnap that, pull that off, and you have this off. Now for these, we can go ahead and fasten this back. We'll go a little snug, because what we're gonna do next is the outside. So we have our outside the waistband holster. We're just gonna slide that down, and there you go. It's on, and the holster's not coming off. There you go. Can tuck over, and for the most part, you can't see it. If I was wearing a jacket or something like that, of course, it would make it a little more concealable, but there is the outside the waistband holster. And you can see, if you can see this right here, that is the teeth. I can't tell if the camera's picking it up, but that is one of the teeth from the paddle. So it's not coming out. I mean, it's on there. So the fun part now is getting it off when you want to get it off. And you just twist and pull it off. And now, our inside the waistband holster. We might have to loosen our belt up a little bit. I prefer to wear appendix. I prefer to wear it at about right there. And there you go. I don't have my claw on this holster. That would probably pull that out, and I'd probably have to loosen my belt just a little bit. But there is the inside the waistband holster with the Independence belt. So as I was saying earlier, my biggest con is just this spacing. Some of my pants, these loops are a little closer, so it makes it a little bit more bunchy and pulls these apart. I don't really like that, but that is the Independence belt. I keep wanting to say holster because we're talking about We the People holster, so I keep wanting to say holster, but We the People Independence belt. So definitely go check it out. There'll be a link in the description below for We the People. Now, I am an affiliate, so if you get over there and you make a purchase, I do get a little bit of a commission, and it's not a whole lot, but it goes back into this channel and helps support this channel. Yeah, check out We the People holsters, and definitely check out the Independence belt. Now, it is $109. However, We the People do have sales all the time. They have sales all the time, and you can get it a little bit cheaper. And it is a 100% lifetime guarantee warranty that if anything happens to it, you can reach out to them and you can get you a new belt. Oh, one thing I did forget to mention, blah blah blah, is you can get this in black. So if you prefer a black belt, you can get this in black leather as opposed to the brown. So you can also get the Independence holsters in black, so you can get you a matching set and go with that, but I prefer the brown. I'm just a brown leather kind of guy. I like the brown, and it smells so good too. But yes, still got to break this bad boy in. I've got the full size one. I use it a lot, so this one I've got to get broken in so I can start wearing it more, to carry that little baby around with me. But yes, they have, if you're unfamiliar with We the People holsters, like I said before, and you've seen them, they have outside the waistband holsters that are Kydex, and you can get any kind of print that you want on here. Let's go, Brandon. To camouflage in the waistband, or you can get outside the waistband. There's all kind of different ones. But you can get camouflage. There's leather. They just released a couple new Kydex designs that you can go check out and pick up, or Kydex prints that you can pick up. Just about every make and model of pew pew you can find a holster over at We the People. They have them fitted out for pew pews that have lights, that have the tactical sights and all this kind of jazz, so go check them out. I really like the adjustability. Those screws right there, you can take them out and you can adjust it. They have a claw. What that is for the inside the waistband holsters. It mounts right here and it comes up and it puts a little bit of pressure on your belt, which makes it to where it doesn't print right here as bad. It takes a little bit of that and twists this back. It puts pressure on your belt and pulls this back in a little bit, so it kind of hugs you a little bit better. So yes, go check them out. See if there's anything out there that interests you over at We the People holsters. They also have bacon jerky. Can't go wrong with bacon jerky, and if you spend over $60, you get free shipping. All right, so one thing that I did not show, I told you how rigid this belt was, but I did not really show you. So this is our belt, and we've got our Glock 27 on here, and in the waistband holster it has a loaded magazine, and so it's almost full weight, so full magazine, and click that in. Now, how many leather belts can you do this with? I'm only holding opposite sides. I can even come out some. Still, how many leather belts can you do this with? I can tell you every leather belt that I've ever used, this would be either down like this, but it would not be up here. So that is pretty rigid for a leather belt. And I can put it anywhere, and I would almost be willing to bet that it would do the same thing. So the belt buckle is facing me. That is on the back. The buckle's over here. You can see that. I mean, I can flex it all I want to, but that holster is not going anywhere. Yes, this is a rigid leather belt. You will not be disappointed, so go check it out. And I gotta put my belt back on. So until next time, stay bearded, get outdoors, and God bless.